Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic after a late night for me and Simon streaming Baba Is You, reaction to which was mixed. Thank you to those people who said they enjoyed the stream and that we're not going too slowly. We are grateful for that. I noticed one or two people suggesting I wasn't helping Simon that much. Probably not. I can live with that. Anyway, this puzzle, I love this puzzle because it's got my name on it, utterly literally, and it's called The Power of Goodlifting by Emre Kolotoglu. Fantastic idea. And it's just thermo Sudoku, so do give this a go. I mean, it's a classic variant. Along the bulbs, numbers increase from, along the thermos, numbers increase from the bulb, so that could be a 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, for instance, and it doesn't disobey the rule because the numbers increase from the bulb to the tip. So that is one possible configuration for that thermo. And this is named after the verb that Simon has coined that has now incredibly made its way into the Urban Dictionary. So one moment, I will call that up. So here we are. To goodlift verb, the art of pencil marking all possible candidates in all cells of a Sudoku before solving. I've run out of logical steps, so I'm going to goodlift this Sudoku and hope to spot some patterns. Thank you, Detroit to Buffalo, for entering this word in Urban Dictionary. I am very flattered. I'm slightly harshly treated because I would never put all the pencil marks in a classic Sudoku. In fact, I think that's an abomination. But I certainly would pencil mark a longish thermo, and I almost certainly will today. Now, Emre reckoned this was a genuinely approachable puzzle. Our tester thought a bit otherwise, and Emre has set some very hard puzzles before, so I guess I know which way I think it's going to go. You'll be able to tell from the length of the video. I'm not going to start before mentioning all our apps, which are available on the links under the video, along with the Sudoku Pad, along with the Discord server, along with Patreon, where you can do the padlocked puzzle hunt, which is all lockout lines puzzles and some very tough ones amongst them. Congratulations to those people who are sending us answers, some of whom seem to have spent a lot of the last 10 days on them, so very well done. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's have a look at this puzzle. Do try it, as I say, on the link under the video. Possibly genuinely approachable, possibly not, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how a puzzle with my name in the thermos is actually going to work. No given digits. It's brilliant that my name fills every cell and can provide such a puzzle, whatever it's like, whether it's simple or really hard. But let's see how it goes. Let's get cracking. Well, it's in the name. It's in the definition. I'm going to enter this one, which is a 7-cell thermo. And then in the same group, right, both of these two thermos are 6-cell thermos, I reckon. So that's 3 degrees of freedom, or 4 digits in each cell. And I'll see if we get anything. These are some of the longest. There is one other 6-cell thermo I can see, but nothing else as long as 6 in the puzzle. So this might give us something. And it does. Look at row 3. There we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sextuple. And I mean, maybe you'd have found that if you weren't using the goodlifting technique. If you were just assessing these thermos, can you work out that those 3 are the only ones that can only be 7, 8, or 9 in the row? You can, but I think it's a lot easier if you can look for these triples, quadruples, quintuples, sextuples, and there is one. So anyway, that's telling us that 7, 8, 9 are confined to these 3 cells. We can see this one must be the 7. And these 2, we know their order. That has to be lower than the one on the tip. So we can fill in lots of numbers. Well, 3 numbers. So we can take 7 out of those. In fact, this must go up to the tip. So 8 and then 9. Now this can't be 9 or 8. That's going to take 2 degrees of freedom out of every cell on the thermo. And now what are we left with? Nothing extra in this row that I can see. Yes, no, maybe not. This can't be a 2. This is a sort of stacking thing. If that was a 2, it would make this a 1, and that would make this cell impossible. But so that can't be a 2, and that plays out towards the end of its thermo, narrowing the possibilities. Got a 9-8 pair there, 9-8 pair there. Ah, look, yes, this is a 7-8-9 triple, because there's got to be a 9 and an 8 in it because of the 9-8 pair I was just seeing. And 7 here doesn't appear in those 3 cells. So it must be in one of those 2, and in box 2 it must be up here. So that is a 7-8-9 triple, which means there's no 6 there. This can't be a 7 anymore because of being bigger than this cell. Now this can't be, oh, that hasn't changed what they, oh yes, it can't be 7 because that's a 7-8-9 triple in the box. So that does feed back down to the bulb. And now we've only got one place for 6 in row 3. So it kind of Tigger bounces back into that row and gives us something there. Now we've got a 3-4-5 triple. So this is part of the 1-2 pair on the bulbs. Doesn't get anything done though. But we are down to just 1 degree of freedom along this and along this long thermo. And maybe we stop there for now. 2, 3, 4. Ah, no, hang on. Oh yeah, only one place for 6 in this row. So that's here. And we get a 7 on the end of the thermo. Does that 7 doesn't really do anything else for us though. So the good lifting technique has worked quite well in the top 3 boxes, but I think we may have now run out of steam. Maybe not. There's a 3-4-5 triple I hadn't seen. Perfect. That gives us a 2 and a 1 in the row. That can't be 2, so that can't be 3. Now we can place 3 in row 3. Wow. It still keeps going on. This is now, no, it could be a 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. That's a bit too much for me to good lift. Right, let's have a look at this. Ah, this is getting better because it can't start with a 1. So 2, 3 or 4. I might run into some impossibilities here. 4, 5 or 6. 5 or 7, just the middle number to be removed from that, which not as helpful as I was hoping. Haven't quite got a set that's limiting here. Okay, the thing, first of all, I was thinking that these cells only have 4-digit thermos at a, no, in fact only a 3-digit thermo at a max anywhere in the Fs. But in fact, it's not that bad, because this digit has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits bigger than it in the box. So it can't go higher than 4. Same for that. This one I'm going to pencil mark. It's quite a lot of degrees of freedom, but might give us something interesting. This cell also has how many? 4, 6 cells bigger than it. So in the box, so it must be 1, 2 or 3. This one also has to be tiny, 1 or 2, because of how many cells are bigger. But as soon as you get 1 off it, there's a lot more possibilities. This could be, well, if it wasn't for that and that being there, this could be a 7. Okay, as it is, it can only go up to 5. It can't be an 8. Same's true there. I may be missing something a bit more obvious now. Can't see everything. Right, what do we need to do next? Don't really know. Oh, 9. Yes, hang on. 9 can't be on those cells because none of them are tips. So in this box, 9 must be in one of those 3, which isn't that helpful on its own, but it means 9's on one of those 3 in box 9, and it can never be there because it would need a bigger number. 9, if it appears on a thermo, must be on a tip. So we get the 9 there. That doesn't resolve 9 over here. So maybe that's not actually that much use. Okay, hang on, it is. This can't be 8. 8 can't be here. 8 has to be over this side of box 9, and therefore this side of box, oops, that's not what I was trying to do, this side of box 6. That doesn't really get much done either. Okay, this is toughening up a bit now. So on this one, it branches out at the end. So this can go up to 6, but it can't go higher because this can't be more than 7 because it has to have 2 bigger numbers. 4, 5 or 8 there. This one, there's a lot of possibilities, unfortunately. That's not so helpful. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 because that's all that's left after those have been filled in. Oh. No, I don't quite know what's going on down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh, don't want to goodlift all these because it really is making a bit of a mess. We've got that 9, 8, 7 triple going on. Oh, hang on. Oh, look, that can't be 1 because of that. Now there's a 2, 3, 4 triple. There was a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple that I hadn't seen, but there is a 2, 3, 4 triple, so this becomes 5. These are bigger. They're 6, 7 or 8, 7, 8 or 9. Ah, no, this is 7 or 8. It can't be 9 because of that. So that is 6 or 7. Ah, I don't know. 9 is on one of those tips. What about in this column? Have we got something similar that I hadn't noticed? Not really. Come on, let's keep on goodlifting for the win then. That can't be a 3. 2, 4, 5 or 6 there. Down here, well, this can't go higher than 7. It's not. Oh yeah, no, that's interesting. Where do 8 and 9 go in this column? That can't be 8 because it's got 2 numbers bigger than it in the box. So 8 and 9 are confined to those 2. So actually we get an 8-9 pair and we can fill in 7 up there. This is also 8 or 9 down here. Now, 7 is limited to one of those 2 cells. Ah, it's nearly doing something with these 9s and 8s, isn't it? That can't be a 5 anymore. There's a 3, 4 pair. I don't know how to use that. There's a 2 in one of those bulbs. It's not very informative. Let's have another look at this 8, 9 pair. Oh, hang on. This can't be 7. Is that right? This can't be 7 because that would be 8 and you'd have a problem there. I don't think it can even be 6 because that would be 7 or 8 and you couldn't fill those 4 cells. So that is not 6 or 7. And surely now the only place we've got for a 7 in this column is here. That is right. Yeah, that's right. 7 there. And that feeds out to the end of its thermo. 8 there looks up here. 9, 8, 9 at the bottom. 7 and 7. Nah, that's... 8 is in one of those 3 cells. 7's in one of those 3. Now, are there any other quads or anything going on here? No, there's 2 positions for 6, annoyingly. 7. Oh, 9 and 9, so 9 must be on the end of that thermo. So that gives us a 9 there. This isn't 9. That's an 8-7 pair. That makes this 6. This isn't 6. 9s, that's a 9 now. Those 2 can't be. And that's all the 9s done, I think. Yep. 8s. How are we doing for 8? Oh, not many in. That can't be 8. 8 in this box. Oh, in one of those 2. That's 7-8 pair. Looks interesting. Restricts that to 3, 4 or 5. 1 is in one of those 2 in that column. It's not quite coming. I certainly wouldn't call this a gas puzzle, Emre. I mean, we may not have had to do brilliant deductions, but it really isn't easy. Okay, now these can't be 8s, we know that. They can't be 2s either, because they appear in the 3rd position on their thermos. They could be 7. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost gives us a quintuple, but not quite. Can that be 2? Then this would be 1. That would make that 2 and 1. I don't know. It can be, I think. Am I missing something else? I'm missing some other quad or something somewhere. I feel there's one available here. Or maybe I just need to consider some digit and its implications. It's tough though, this. That sees 6, 7, 9 and 8. Ooh. Almost. 8 could be there. That would put 8 here, here. I don't see why not. Okay, that's 7 or 8. This is tough now. Right, let's try and find something else. We're close to a quad. 6 is in one of those 2 positions. No, I cannot see quite. This can't be 7 or 8 because of the box. And it can't be 2, 9 or 6. That doesn't get it done. I think we're one deduction away from something here. I really do. I think it's going to fold if we can just make one more useful deduction. Now, I've never filled this in. 1, 2, 4, 5 or 6. No, there's a good reason. I haven't established that yet. A 1, 2 pair there. This has become a 4. That's been obvious for ages. It doesn't look like it does a lot, but still annoying not to have put something that's clearly available in. This is now 1, 2, 5 or 6. I am pencil marking that. We've got 3 of 1, 2, 5 and 6 there. Now, we've got 4 or 5 there, so we can only have one more 4 or 5 in the column. Is that of any interest? Maybe not. come on. This is obviously 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. 8. I cannot see where we're meant to be going here. Ones. Maybe I haven't thought about ones enough. What are the possible positions for 1 in the various boxes? In those 3 here. Oh, only in those 2. Okay, so we can rule out those. Ah! Right, there we are. Very simply, and this is the downside of good living, is you don't spot things like where can 1 go in this row? Only on a bulb, and clearly not in that one, since we got that. So 1 is here, and that might be the deduction we need, in fact. So 2 there. We get a 1, 5, 6 triple here. So that is part of a 2, 3, 4 triple now. 5 and 1 get placed. 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. That 1 means we place 1 here. 1 is in one of those cells. Come on, keep thinking. 1 is now here and in one of those 2, but I'm not sure that's decided. Oh yeah, it's decided 1 in column 8. That's going to leave me 1 in one of those 2. So we're left with those remaining positions for 1. Oh, I'm going to have a fit of coughing in a moment. I'm going to just pause it and get a drink, sorry. Right, sorry about that. So where were we? We were on 5 we've just placed here. So let's eliminate 5 from those cells. Now, what have we got left here? We've got... Now, these can't be 3 and 4. Oh, look, that's very interesting. These 2 cells, they can't be 3 and 4, because what would you put here? You'd have to put 2 in both places. They also can't be 6 and 7, because what would you put here? You'd have to put 8 in both places. So one of these is 3 or 4, and the other is 6 or 7. And therefore this can't be 6 anymore, because that would make that 7 and break it down there. Wow, so now we get a 2, 3, 4 virtual triple. These can't have 3. One of those 2 at the bottom has 3 or 4, and we've established that. So they make a triple with the other 2, and this can't be 3 or 4. That is 6 or 7. That makes this 8 here. That's lovely, actually. That makes this 7, 5, 4. That feeds down the D thermo. Got a 3, 4 pair. This has become 8. That makes this 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. That means this can't be 7. I don't think that helps entirely. This can't be 3 or 5. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's sorted out box 1 completely. 4 there. We're left with a 2, 3 pair and a 5, 6 pair. This is a 1 now. 8 here. That places all the remaining 1s. 1 there. This hasn't been able to be 1 for a long time. This now can't be 2 or 4. That can't be 2, so this can't be 3. So we're getting actually quite close. We've got a 5, 6 pair. So that's not 5. This is 3 or 4 as well. Now, 3 and 4 have gone. Right, this is the 6, 7 bit to go with that. So this is the 3, 4 bit. And that doesn't necessarily mean that 2 goes here anymore. It was only if there was a 3, 4 pair that we knew that. So, bother. But this can't be 5 or 4 now. That is 2 or 3. 3 or 4. This is 6 or 7, so this is 7 or 8. 6, 7 pair, 2, 3, 4. This is a very clever puzzle, actually. I mean, as befits the name, of course. That's a 2, 5 pair. This is now 4 and 5 down here. So that's not a 4. So the 4 in this column has now come in at the bottom, which makes that 5, 6 or 7. Doesn't resolve this cell. 4, 4. No, I'm not seeing what's going on there. Now, 4, 5 pair. 4, 5, 1, 8, 9. I don't know. That is 2 or 3 because it can't be 6 or 7. So this is 6 or 7. Oh, that's become a 6 since that was a 7. Right, so they're resolved. 7 there makes that 8, stops that being 7. This has become a 5, that's a 4. Here we go. 4, 1, 9, 7, 5, 8. That's a 6. This is 2 or 3. So we've got these 2, 3 pairs. So we can do those. 7 and 5 there. Now we can fill in these on the thermo. 2 and 6. We can place 8. 2, 6, 8, 9. 4 is in one of those 2 cells. This, oh, is this the only place left for 7 in the box? It is. This is 2, 3 or 5. Never mind about that. We can do 5 and 6 at the top. That does 5 here. This is a 6. That's a naked single 4. 3 and 2. 3. That's going to do all our 2. Oops. Sorry, mistype. That's going to do all our 2, 3 pairs on this side of the grid. 2, 3. We've got that as a 4 with a 5. And 2 and 5. What a lovely puzzle. And no surprise. Well, what I mean by that is when Emre creates a puzzle that's good, it's always good, even if it's good lift. But that's brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Emre, for making a puzzle featuring my name. That is very kind of you. And thank you all, as always, for following us. And don't forget to check out the live stream of Baba Is You if you haven't seen it already. Lots of that game left, almost too much, I fear. But we will be back at that later in the week. And thank you, as always, for watching. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.